I want to take a look at surface, some of the surface computation properties. As you can see here, on these contour lines, the triangles are basically going from a vertex to a vertex, and it's creating a elongated triangle. On curves, you're seeing a certain sampling around that curve. Now this is controlled through the settings. So if you go to the project settings, under the computations folder, there is a surface. Now under surface, there's a bunch of different ones. There's some minimum warning distance, so that's what's going to raise the flags. There's slope arrows, lengths, computation to track all triangle edges, or track all triangles. But here's the breakline approximation parameters. So basically, you get a horizontal tolerance as well as a vertical tolerance. So if you've got vertical curves in your breaklines, this would apply. And you have a maximum sampling distance. You can see it's usually or typically bumped up pretty high. So if I come into the horizontal tolerance here, and let's just say we switch this from 0.05 to 1, you're going to notice that it's going to retriangulate, and along all these curves on these break lines, it's going to create a larger sampling. So see how now it's not as refined or defined as it was before with a 0.05. So the smaller the value, obviously the more triangulation and the smoother your curve areas happen to be. So again, if I go back to that, it's a global setting, so it's going to happen on all the break lines within a surface. So if I set this back to 0.05, and then I can also come in here and I can change the maximum sampling. So let's say we set that to 5. That's along the straight segments. So you'll see that along the straight segments, it's going to actually create more sampling information along those sections. So without adding any extra elevations, you can see that we get a little bit tighter, more defined, evenly spaced triangulation for areas such as our pond and even areas up in here that we have here. So you can see here, along these edges and along these areas over here, it creates a better defined surface. So again, that's under the project settings as the breakline approximation parameters.